last game that we have to talk about, we have 3-5 Georgia Tech taking on 4-4 Miami. This game is going to be played 12:30 p.m. Eastern time on RSN, whatever that is. Miami enters this game as a 10-point favorite. Now, last week, Miami pulled off another upset. Remember, the week before last, they pulled off upset against ranked NC State. And last week, they pulled off the upset against, once again, another ranked opponent in the Pittsburgh Panthers, 38-34. Now, Manny Diaz right now is coaching for his life, because there's a rumor going around there that pretty much says that if Manny Diaz loses another game, he's out the door. So Manny Diaz is coaching for his life, and as he should. Now, the offense has started to pick up. You know, early on in the season, the offense kind of had some struggles, but now the offense is now starting to get in rhythm. And I was kind of wondering, you know, what's going on with the offense prior to the last couple of weeks, because, you know, Rhett Lashlee was pretty good last year. A lot of Miami fans were saying, you know, the play calling hasn't really been that great this year compared to what it was last year, but this offense has picked up the last couple of games. And when you look at Miami quarterback Tyler Van Dyke, I've been really impressed with what I've seen out of him. 32 of 42, 426 passing yards, 3 touchdowns. He had 1 interception, which, you know, I was like, why don't you throw that? Like, when he threw that interception, I thought Pittsburgh's going to drive down the field and, you know, find a way to win the game. Like, I doggone near had an aneurysm watching this game as Miami Hurricane fan, man, because I was like, oh, man, we're actually going to pull off another upset. And then when he threw that interception, I was like, oh, man, we always find a way to lose the game, especially when it looked like Pittsburgh ended up having that safety, but the referees ended up giving Miami the extra inch, so they didn't give up the safety. Like, this game had my adrenaline pumping, man. But when you look at this Georgia Tech team, you can't overlook it. You cannot overlook this Georgia Tech team. Now, this Georgia Tech team is pretty young. They got a young quarterback in Jeff Sims. Comes from the city of Jackson. I'm a big Jeff Sims fan. Everybody knows that. You got running back Jahmyr Gibbs, who pretty much, those are their 2 best players on offense. Now, this Georgia Tech team is young, but they're super dangerous. They are really good when it comes to having big explosive plays downfield in the passing game or in the run game department. But this is a very hot and cold team. There are some stretches during games that they're on fire, and there's some stretches during games when they're just completely ice cold. You're like, what the heck are they doing on both sides of the football? Last week, they had a blown coverage, which ended up resulting in a long touchdown. It was a long touchdown pass from on Virginia Tech, and it was pretty much a blown coverage. Like, I don't even know what they were running. It looked like they were running cover 3 or something like that, but it was just some miscommunication in secondary, and Virginia Tech ended up capitalizing off it. So with Georgia Tech, this is a team that definitely is very dangerous. Okay, Miami definitely cannot sleepwalk in this game. And I really think that the dual threat ability of Jeff Sims, on top of that, you got running back Jahmyr Gibbs, is going to cause some problems for Miami's defense. And I definitely feel like Miami's defense is going to give up some big plays in this game to this Georgia Tech offense. But also, when you look at Georgia Tech defensively, they're not really good at anything defensively, okay? They're not really all that great when it comes to stopping the run. They're not all that great when it comes to rushing the quarterback neither. And they are one of the worst teams in college football on third down, offensively and defensively. On third down, they only convert 32.26% of the time on offense, which is 125th in the nation. And their third down defense isn't that good neither. So when you look at Georgia Tech, with their inability to keep drives alive and their inability to get their defense off the field, that votes well for Miami. Now, Miami's third down defense hasn't really been all that great neither. That's also pretty bad. But I feel like for Miami, as long as you take care of the football, you don't have any costly penalties, you don't have any costly turnovers, you should be feeling really good about your chances of being able to win this game. But this is a really good Georgia Tech team when it comes to the explosive plays that they're able to generate on offense. Because when this Georgia Tech offense gets going, it gets going. And when this Georgia Tech team gets on one of those hot streaks during the game, this is a really solid football team. But this is just a very young and inexperienced team. They still have a lot of young guys on that roster. So I'm going to take Miami to win this game. I don't know if I would trust Miami to cover. I feel like Miami's just the kind of team that's always going to find themselves in a one-possession game. So I'm going to say Miami wins this one. 31-28 is my final score prediction, because I do like Georgia Tech's offense. Even though there is a lot of inconsistency there, they have the ability to pop off big plays at a snap of the finger, rather that be in the passing game or in the run game with Jeff Sims or Jahmyr Gibbs. And on top of that, I really like the fact that Jeff Sims is now starting to mature as a passer a little bit more. Next year, this Georgia Tech team is going to be dangerous, and I think they could potentially end up winning that ACC next year, but that's for next year. Right now, in the present, I got to take Miami to get the victory. I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think Miami's going to blow out Georgia Tech. I don't think they're going to cover. I would be extremely surprised if Miami's able to beat Georgia Tech by 2 possessions. But I'm going to take Miami to win this game. But I'm going to take Georgia Tech with the under 2 cover. You guys let me know down in the comment section down below who you guys have winning this game. And this is it for this episode of